I'm not in a position to tell anybody what to take from my life. I can only tell them all the hard lessons and the beautiful things I've encountered. I would just really want to emphasize to people that the world is a big place. It's a huge place, and there's so much to know, so many people to see, so much culture, so much beautiful things. So there shouldn't be a restriction to where you're from.
Some artists make songs. Some artists make moments. And a few leave behind ideas that continue to travel long after the music stops. Mr. Kwame Ametape Chikata, better known as M.anifest or M. uses his platform to connect Ghana to global audiences without ever losing his roots. We're going beyond the artist and getting to know the man, the journey, and the lessons learned along the way. Akwaaba to SamaTime. Welcome to another episode of Telling Our Stories. Now I'm here with somebody who's been able to tell his story and been able to tell the stories of Ghana and connecting it throughout the diaspora while keeping the stories of us alive and keeping himself true. I'm here with Mr. M.anifest. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure meeting you too. Now, the world has known M.anifest, but before there was M.anifest, there was Mr. Kwame growing up in Ghana.
Yeah.
So what was your childhood like, and what were some of the lessons that you learned then that has been able to develop who you are today?
My childhood was in a place called Madina. It's in Accra, maybe a little in the outskirts. I feel like it was a mixed experience, which was good. I grew up in a time where the dusty roads and the paved roads are all next to each other. The house with the story building and the uncompleted building. So I learned about life in its entirety. The haves, the have-nots, and the idea of community was much stronger. Even in a community like Madina where, like I said, you would have a completed house and next to it is an uncompleted house.
Yes.
So I learned the sense of community, at least the Ghanaian or African way, very early.
Now, when did you first realize that you wanted to get into hip-hop? What was one song that made you realize that?
Well, that's a good question.
Thank you.
The first hip-hop song I remember hearing was on AM radio before FM. Do you know AM?
Yes, my teacher told me about that one.
Okay, yeah, it's before your time. So it was LL Cool J. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. But then I feel like I heard a whole bunch of songs within a certain time period. But that was the first one I heard on AM radio in my memory. But then I got to hear Naughty by Nature, Nas, all those things, all those people in the early 90s really inspired me.
Can you remember the first ever hip-hop lyric you created and what was it about?
Oh my goodness, it was terrible. It was about nothing. It was about how amazing I thought I was. And I think I was mimicking a style by a group called Das Effects. They're from New York or New Jersey, I'm not sure. So it was like, chickadee check this, I select this till I exit. Like, you know what I mean? It was more stylistic than it was substantive.
But hey, you had to start. So now look at where you are today.
It was fly, man. I mean, I was in boarding school. They were like,
Now, what are some of the lessons that you've learned throughout your career, or any difficult lessons that took you a long time to learn that have been able to shape who you are in your career today?
Stick to your guns. It's my lesson. It's not as much a lesson as it's something that you are reminded of because of the kind of long-term reward that comes with. When you're in the music business, it's very different from doing music. And a lot of times you make a lot of compromises. Which you think will be better for business. But that's a short-term thoughts. The long-term, having a clear vision and sticking to your guns. That doesn't mean you don't listen to critique, but sticking to your guns is a much more rewarding thing in the long term. This is a business that is treacherous, easy come, easy go. People come, their hearts flash in the pan and then they leave. But when you stick to your guns, have a clear vision, you can build community that is good for commerce in the long term.
And that is a very important lesson that I believe can be applied to everything. So I have to thank you for that. Now, when you first told your family that you wanted to be a hip-hop, you wanted to be a rapper, what was their reaction?
I never told anybody.
You never? So you just did it?
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, if you know anything about Ghanaian society,
doctor, lawyer, all of that.
Being a musician is far-fetched. It was far-fetched for me too. The only way you can do that is by proof of concepts. So you tell by doing. That's what I did. They just saw me doing it and it was working. So nobody had anything to say.
Hey, it worked well for you.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, Yeah, why are you going to ask permission? You have to show proof of concept. It's like any business. If you go to an investor and say, I want to do this business, some investors might take a risk and invest in you when they have not seen you do anything. But most times when you go and say, you know what, I have been interviewing these 5 people, I don't have a TV station, but see how many views I got, see how people like the content. Now I want a TV station, but we've seen your interview, so we're like, that's proof of concept,
Yes.
so I invest in you.
Perfect. That's a perfect example. Now, what is one Ghanaian lesson that you have learned growing up that you take with you everywhere?
That it's not everything that the eyes see that the lips must say. You know, discretion is another beautiful thing. I think we live in a new world now where everybody feels like, say it as it is, freedom. Freedom is not carelessness. You know, it's sometimes having discernment and knowing when to say what.
Now, beyond the records, what is one thing that you want the next generation of Ghanaians and even the diasporans to take from your life and from your career?
From my life, I'm not in a position to tell anybody what to take from my life. I can only tell them all the hard lessons and the beautiful things I've encountered. I would just really want to emphasize to people that the world is a big place. It's a huge place, and there's so much to know, so many people to see, so much culture, so much beautiful things. So there shouldn't be a restriction to where you're from. Maybe, for instance, where you're from, there might be only 10,000 people that might love what you do. But maybe globally, there might be 10,000 people in every city. So then your tribe is way bigger than you think. So the world is a huge place. So think global. Well, I would say no local, but act global.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, before you go, I got 2 last things for you. One, can you please share some words of encouragement in Tree and then translate it in English?
Yeah. My kind of saying, main kind of tree. Your parents saying. Hey, tree there. Proverbs no dozo. What do I want to share today? Oh, that's very interesting. Ohina oti apakan musika se awon. Na a friend is saying, na nkwana omusone de omundwe, which means the king that is sitting in the palanquin is saying that a bone or something has pricked them. So how much? So sorry to those who are the ones even carrying him in the palanquin. So it's a perspective thing. That sometimes when people think that they're going through suffering, you know, suffer. But there are other people who are more marginalized. The king in the palanquin is complaining that, hey, something pricked me. But there are those people who are hoisting him up. Maybe you're not even wearing shoes. So it's a thing of perspective that will help you understand empathy. Empathy goes a long way. In this
It
world.
does.
Yeah.
And how would you describe your life's journey in a few sentences and why?
Untamed, unrestrained, and trying to give the world more than I took from it.
That's dope. Thank you so much for your time.
Look, no. Before you go, you are so inspiring.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you. And thank you for giving me time to speak to you today. And I'm looking forward to all the amazing things you do in your journey. I'll be rooting for you every step of the way.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Yeah.
This means a lot to me, from Issy, from Mama Issy to Kwame. It means a lot.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now this is Telling Our Stories. Until next time on SamaTime.